The U.S. war machine will continue to loom over Syria, but Washington would overwhelmingly prefer not to pull the trigger. That's according to Barack Obama, who's now backing Russia's proposal for Damascus to hand over its chemical weapons, leaving the ball firmly in Syria's court. And that's while the U.S. Congress and the American public remain largely opposed to starting yet another conflict. Details here with RT's Gaine Chichikan.
This may be a face-saving moment for the Obama administration because its arguments for a military action against Syria have been falling apart, both in the international community and in the U.S. Congress. Congress jumped on this Russian proposal because they're being bombarded every day by their constituents who demand that they vote no to strikes against Syria within hours. After Syria confirmed its willingness to get rid of chemical weapons, the Senate delayed the vote on strikes that was scheduled for later this week. The president, knowing that the House of Representatives would most likely vote no on attacking Syria, was very vague about the prospect of the vote. He said this:
I don't anticipate that you would see a succession of votes this week or anytime in the immediate future. And so I think there will be time during the course of the debates here in the United States for the international community, the Russians and the Syrians, to work with us to see, is there a way to resolve this?
The Obama administration's rhetoric has been confusing and has raised lots of questions as it was building the case for strikes. The U.S. wanted the support of the UN, but would refuse to take classified evidence that Washington supposedly has against the Syrian leader to the UN Security Council. Also, to U.S. lawmakers, Secretary of State John Kerry would make arguments like, if Congress does not support strikes in Syria, U.S. allies Saudi Arabia and Qatar, according to John Kerry, would certainly fund the more extremist elements of the Syrian opposition. Of course, many asked, what kind of an argument is that? Why are they even your allies if you admit that they're willing to fund terrorists? We're almost used to this. One day, President Obama says he has made his final decision on strikes. The next day, he says he has not made his final decision. At a time when he has confused virtually everybody in the international community and among the American people, and nobody knows where he's standing right now, the president is still expected to try and sell the strikes against Syria to the American people in his Tuesday night address.